we just finished the Ruby Buckle Derby, and a huge congratulations to Michelle Alley and Lipstick and Stilettos. Amazing. And we knew how amazing you guys were before today, but winning round 2 with a 16.593 to then win the average with 33.411. But you hold the arena record in this arena. Alan came up and was giving me all the exact numbers. A 16.476 from last year winning the futurity, and you won the average 33.615 last year as well. So back-to-back champs. Futurity, now the Derby. What do you think?
That was my goal. Obviously, the competition's so tough nowadays. You don't know if you can get it done, but that was my goal, to win the futurity and then the Derby. And it would be really cool if my rollover time would win the Open, but there's a lot of runs left this week, so.
Yeah, so over $20,000 already. You came into this week with $330,000 lifetime earnings on Stiletto. So amazing money, amazing opportunity, and you and Stiletto just keep showing up. But how do you wrap your mind around what you are accomplishing?
Stiletto is just amazing. I don't even know what to say about her anymore. I just feel like I'm repeating myself like a broken record, but she loves her job. She's a clone of her mom, but even better, Mr. really, added to that. And she just absolutely loves her job. And I joke, and I don't say this like to sound conceited, but she really thinks that like venues sell tickets just to come watch her run, I think. But I think those great horses have that attitude,
Yeah, and I know you don't take any of it for granted.
No.
You feel extremely blessed to have her and also have ridden her mom, but just the talent that she is, it's just really unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, as a trainer, I've rode lots of really great horses, but you get that once in a lifetime. And I always post on Facebook that I ask the world to be on this journey with us, because, not everybody's blessed that way. And I think the last 2 years, you watch Cassie on Jarvis and Trisha on Adios. Andrea on Benny. There's so many great horses, and I think we all just ask the world to, be in that moment with us, because it's so cool.
Yeah, and I think it's really special that you share those moments with everyone else. Okay, we won't keep you wondering any longer. We will show you this amazing run. 16.593, the fastest run so far here at the Ruby Buckle. Michelle, tell us all about it.
So I knew, she smoked that first. It was perfect. Typical second for her. I probably could have drove her out a third a little better.
How fast did she come around it, though?
But she came around it really fast. But last year when I ran that 4, she kind of stepped off of it because she never slowed down. And I did not realize that she ripped her duct tape on her feet until I'm watching the video now. And it's a good thing she didn't step on it the rest of the run. But it's very wet here, if y'all don't know, at Guthrie. And I guess the duct tape wasn't sticking very good. But, she just loves standard patterns. She can run so hard and turn on a dime.
Yeah, amazing to watch. And you mentioned the tape. It's wet outside. You tape her feet to try to keep her from losing a shoe, and unfortunately it just came loose there. But thankfully, she didn't step on it and nothing happened.
Right, and she kept her shoes on.
Yes, that
Which
too.
Here in the first round, she actually did rip her shoe off. She ripped the tape and ripped the shoe, and that's a first. Since I've taped her feet, she hasn't pulled a shoe, but again, I don't know how well it stuck with walking through mud to get into the barn. But
yeah, and you could see it happen on second barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll take one more look at this one in slow motion. This was round number 1. You placed third, 16.818. Any other thoughts about this run?
That was a great run, too. Maybe not quite as snappy around first, and I felt like she stepped out and kind of gave herself a pocket on second, which she really doesn't need, and then just that little hesitation on second. But again, I can't fault this run. It was really nice.
So nice. Is it so much fun to watch these back and then remember the feeling as it was happening?
It is. And, when people always talk about, your mental prep, before any big runs, at the rodeos and stuff, my mental prep is watching runs like that, my winning runs, and just getting that run in my brain.
Yeah.
So then it's just muscle memory after that.
Yeah, on replay. Well, here's a look at round 2. This is from the Ruby Buckle Derby in the 1D. There's Michelle in Lipstick and Stilettos, a 16.593 to win over 6,300. Brylan Biker, KB Talents to Heaven, a 16.781. She had an amazing week here at Ruby. She's only 17 years old, so that's a really cool story. 42.50 for them. Cassie Mowry and Force the Goodbye, a 16.788. That was a fun run to watch, of course. The reigning world champ there, $2,700. Caleb Klein and Gotta Be Heavenly, a 16.794, 2,100, and Jordan Driver and TR Heavens Illuminated, a 16.821 for 1,400. So tough competition, as we always expect. Amazing horses and riders, and it was a lot of fun to get to watch today. Here's a look at the average for the Ruby Buckle. This is the 1D Derby, and they paid down 10 places in the rounds and in the average. So you can find all the official results on the website. These are unofficial, of course, but you can take a look at the average there. Michelle, 33.411, as I mentioned, 12,750, and that does include the stallion payout and the breeder payout as well. There's Jordan Driver, Brylan Biker, Caleb Klein, Dustin Angel. Those are your top 5 in the average. Again, that is unofficial. You can find the official results on the website, but that's impressive. Tough competition, isn't it?
Extremely tough.
But really cool to see some newcomers in there as well.
Yes. I always rooting for the underdog.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so some future plans with Stiletto. You're going to breed her to DM High Roller?
Yes, to Vanilla Wafer. We're hoping maybe next week, which would be perfect timing because she has like 2 weeks off before our next set of rodeos. And we actually kind of have the whole month of May, really. I'll leave in June to go to Reno, kind of start the rodeo trail. So yeah, if she could give us a good little embryo this month, that would be awesome.
Speaking of the rodeos, you have a couple coming up, and then you mentioned the break and Reno and the summer. Last summer, you got to go a lot of places, and I remember you making a post about how much money in barrels you had hit and how devastating that was, but at the same time, exciting to know that she's right there. I mean, she could be so dominating. What are your thoughts on that?
My goal for this year is to not hit as many barrels. That's for sure. Go around them.
Do you remember the exact stats?
Well, I remember she ran at a total of 34 rodeos for 62,000. 12 of those rodeos we hit barrels to win money at. I don't know how much money that was. All I know is 3 different people had it tallied up, and I would have went to the NFR in 13th place had I not hit those barrels. But it is what it is. I just need to ride better, I guess.
Well, I think there's always a new goal and something to look forward to, and I know you have a lot of those with her. What are your thoughts on, you hold the arena record here, that 16.4. You ran a 16.5 today, won the Futurity last year, the Derby this year. Put into words what all of this means to you.
It's a dream come true. It really is. She loves a standard. She just likes to stride out and run and show off. And it's fun. And the crazy thing is it doesn't even feel fast. I know it's fast, but it doesn't feel as fast as it clocks, I guess, because she's just so smooth. She doesn't really accelerate and then slow down for a turn. She kind of stays at that one fluid motion the whole time.
You've mentioned how much she loves what she does, and anytime there's a crowd or some pressure, she thrives under that. What's she like to be around? What's her personality like?
She's a busybody, and she's bossy and sassy. She's super sweet and loving, and at the rodeos, I've had little town kids come up and want pictures and want to pet her, and she's so calm and gentle with them, but with me, she's kind of run me and then put me up because she's kind of all business, but she's quite sassy and confident.
You mentioned also that the runs don't feel that fast, even though you know they are. Is there any way to describe the feel of turning a barrel on her, especially those where she comes back so fast?
You better just be hanging on, as people have seen me come off of her. So
at least you're a good sport about it.
She's not, it's kind of funny, but she's not hard to ride in the fact that you don't have to do anything to her, but she's 16, 2 hands tall, and as you can tell in some of my pictures, the top of the barrel's at my swells, at my hips sometimes. She drops to, 13 hands and then just cuts back. And that's kind of hard to ride sometimes.
Was that natural, or was that something you feel like you helped train?
That is what she did. But her mother, Saucy, would do that on the first barrel. I got up and rode her, kissed her ears a few times. So maybe it's a Trace Sace thing. I don't know, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it is so much fun to watch, and I know it's a lot of fun for you to win. I also wanted to show everyone the buckle. The prizes here are also amazing in addition to all the money. So I had
Super
Michelle
pretty.
bring her buckle up here, but prizes, check. This has been
Yeah.
great, hasn't it?
Fun week.
We'll see what other checks roll in as she rolled her time to the Open and some of the others. But we're having a great time here at the Ruby Buckle. It is amazing to see the equine athletes that are here and also the money that's being paid out. Again, a 16.476. She holds the arena record here. Michelle Alley on stiletto, a 16.593 today. So lipstick and stilettos by R.R. Mista Kelly. And she showed off today, and it was fun to watch. Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank you.
We will continue our coverage here at the Ruby Buckle. Of course, you can watch it all live on Ride TV.